Hello everyone, welcome back to another snapshot review video. This is 24W13A, I think, and this is a doozy of a snapshot. This is a big one. It's also one of the last snapshots which will include major features, at least planned. So don't get nervous about that because just like last year, I'm pretty sure the last major features that were planned was the archaeology cherry blossom and the was it the sniffer, and then like on the first 1.20 snapshot we got even more stuff. So although I don't think that stuff was really planned for the update, so just expect basically this is everything that they had planned out. So just expect whatever comes. If anything else new comes out, it's just going to be whatever they just think of doing. So but anyway, let's get into the snapshot because there's a lot going on here. First we're going to talk about some new mace stuff, which is first of all, it has new enchantments. So if I go into the enchantment table here now, it'll actually pop up some enchantments. So we have density over here. Oh, it's all just density. Well, let's enchant density 3. So the mace is now enchantable, and it's now enchantable in, if I remember correctly, fire aspect, smite, unbreaking, mending, bane of anthropods, fire aspect. Did I say fire aspect? I may have said fire aspect. And then there's one more. Oh yeah, curse of vanishing. Really random, but I think it's just a continuity thing. There's also 3 new enchantments. First one obviously being density, which is pretty much just the sharpness version of the mace, except it's a little bit more better. So its max is 5, so it's density 5. Then there's breach, which is a max of 4. And then my favorite is Windburst, which is a max of 3. And I'm pretty sure this one's bugged because in the changelog it says you're supposed to only find it in ominous vaults, which we'll get into in a bit. But you can find them in like very rarely into the enchantment table. But first let's talk about density. So density is basically just sharpness, but it works in terms of like the falling distance. By the way, the nerf did get maced up. Did I just say the nerf did get maced? The mace did get nerfed. So basically, I think its falling calculations is now like less. So every block you fall, it'll now do like maybe 3 parts of damage. So that's like 1.5 health, I think. I don't know, something like that. And then density is the thing that increases it. So every density level ups it by 1. So this should do like, let's say if I fall from a 2 blocks, that should be like, I think that would be, since it's only 1 block technically, it would be like 1.5, but plus the extra 3 points, I think it's like 4.5 hit points. So yeah. Oh, and they added new particle effects here. Wait, let me show you if I can hit this. Okay. There we go. Now get out of here. Oh wow, this thing can, wait, can this thing kill it 2 blocks? Oh my goodness. I think this is stronger than before. I don't think the nerfs worked. So breach, I don't know if I can explain this very well because I don't have a other player. This one is more of a PvP enchantment. Basically it lowers the effectiveness of armor, basically. So for example, breach by 15%, by the way, each level. So for example, this one should be, since it's max and it's 4%, I think the armor effectiveness goes down by 60%. I'm pretty sure zombies have natural armor, yeah? So like, what if I just do like a normal hit? 1, 2. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. I have no idea. I can't tell. But the last one, which is also my favorite, I gotta get another mace, is Wind Burst. This one is very unique. Because what this one does is when you hit a mob, it creates sort of like a breeze type attack around you, and it lets you fly into the air. And the effectiveness of this burst increases with every level. So like, Wind Burst 1 is pretty weak, but like this one's pretty good. That one sent me pretty high. I'm pretty sure you can also hit this in the air. So like, oh my, Oh! Yeah. Just to note, this does not protect you from fall damage, unlike normal wind charges. Oh, I missed. Oh, what? Oh. Wait, this is fun. Yeah, but that is all for the mace enchantments. Personally, I think they're really fun. I wouldn't mind them nerfing it. So like, I think a good way to nerf it would actually be to separate density with breach, because I mean, like, density and breach by itself is really powerful against, like, well, density, yeah, they're really powerful against players. So I think, like, I think having both is kind of ridiculous, because, like, why do you need to have less armor effectiveness if you already do even more damage? Yeah, so that's my personal opinion, though, on how they should nerf the mace, because I actually really like how much damage it does. Even though it's kind of broken, I do think that's actually what they were intending for, though, because this is not an easy thing to obtain. It's definitely not an easy thing to obtain in this snapshot as well, because now we're going to move on to some other stuff. First, we're going to talk about the potions, because these will be applied. These are important. All of these potions are very important. We're going to start with the lesser important ones first before we go into this very special looking one. I really like the design of this one. But there's 4 brand new potions, well, 5 brand new potions that were added, and we're gonna talk about the first. We're gonna talk about the 4 basic ones first. So this one, I believe is wind charging. Okay, I have splash potions now, but first one is the potion of wind charging. These are all negative enchantments, by the way. So what this one does is when a mob dies with this effect applied, it'll do a small little wind burst, like that. It's not too bad. I think this is one of the weakest negative effects that they have added today. But it's still pretty cool, actually. It does make the fight a lot more chaotic, and it also applies to if you die. Oh my god. And yeah, this one is you require a breeze rod for this one, and awkward potions. They all require awkward potions except for this one. Next one is, what is this? The potion of weaving. This one is a little bit more interesting. This one, when a mob dies or a player dies with the potion applied, it will summon near a cobweb, basically nearby. I don't know how. Well, actually, this could be used in a lot of scenarios, especially like. This could be really bad. It could be really inconvenient, because like you could like hit a mob and then you get stuck, and then literally everything can come after you. The next one is oozing. This one is similar to weaving, except instead of spawning cobwebs, it spawns slimes. These slimes will always be medium sized, probably because these are the ones that technically attack you while they're still technically small. Because I think the big ones would be a little bit much. But yeah, this one requires a slime ball. Oh yeah, and weaving requires a cobweb, which is one of the first ever uses for this thing. And then the last one is a little bit hard to explain because it doesn't happen too often, but this one is infestation. Basically, when this guy has like these particles and the effect applied, if he gets hit, he has a small chance of summoning a silverfish. It didn't happen, but I'm going to try and go ahead and use it on me, because this is where I see it being the most dangerous. Because say, for example, I get hit like a bunch of times, it'll eventually spawn like a silverfish. I should put on some armor. Oh, there's one. And then these guys can also hit me and spawn more silverfish. Just for safety precautions, I'm gonna kill them. But yeah, that's all for the 4 normal potions. We're gonna go into the next potion now, which is this potion, which is the ominous bottle. I really like the way it looks. And it has 5 stages, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is basically Bad Omen. They've pretty much reworked Bad Omen in this snapshot. So basically what you do now is when you kill a pillager raid captain or open a vault, you have a chance, you'll get like you'll have a chance to get like an ominous bottle. With raid captains, you'll just get one. So, oh my gosh, that lasts for a while. But when you drink it, it'll do just as it says. It'll give you Bad Omen. and it actually breaks. It doesn't break in creative, but it breaks in survival. So right now I have Bad Omen 5, and so let's say I go into a village. This will give me the brand new Raid Omen, which is basically the same thing as the current Bad Omen in the game, which just summons a raid. Except this time you actually get like a little bit of time to prepare. You can have like 30 seconds. So for example, let's say I don't want to do this. So I quickly need to find some milk. And there we go. Now we don't have to fight the raid. So it gives you more options basically to decide whether or not you want to fight the raid or not. And I think that's a pretty cool one. It also has another ominous function, which we'll get into right now. But before that, this is an ominous key. You get this from trial. Where do you get this from again? Oh no, you do get this from trial spawners. Specifically ominous trial spawners, which we're going to get into right now because we are going to take on a ominous trial. Which is a new thing. Basically, when you have the ominous bad omen effect applied, you can walk into either a village or a trial chamber, which will change the bad omen effect into whatever it should be, depending on where you're at. So at the village, it's obviously the raid omen, but here this will be the trial omen. So we're gonna go inside the, what do you call it? I need a pickaxe before I do this. We're gonna go inside the trial chamber, and we're gonna try fight in the brand new difficulty. Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. We're gonna fight in the brand new difficulty. Some of the buildings in here have been changed. One I've definitely noticed was the corridors, because I don't remember any of this. There was not a fountain here. There were not bogged faces here before. That's definitely new. But okay, so when you walk up to a trial chamber now, it'll either turn into a normal trial. Hello? Give me a second. Okay, here we go. So as you can see, when you walk up to it with the Bad Omen effect, you now get blue trial spawners, which signifies a ominous trial. Oh, what is that? Stay away from me. Basically, these will become harder, and I'm going to die. Ow. God dang it. Uh-oh. Hit this guy. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Okay. That was a fail. So I don't even think I finished that, but let's say I did. I would have... Look at these bastards. I see you. Anyway, yeah, they turn blue. That signifies the ominous trials. And most times mobs will become harder. So let's say, for example, since these are a bad example because cave spiders can't really change all that much. Let's look for... Oh, here's a good example. Let me drink some potion. Potion. Here we go. And let me go into survival. And let me quickly change into creative. So when it happens with certain mobs like these, they will actually change and start to wear armor. There's some other things that happen with trial spawners when they're in the ominous mode. For example, they'll start firing projectiles at the player, and these can be from a wide range of things such as poison arrows, slowness arrows, and all of the new potions. So you'll find a lot of craziness happening in these trial chambers. With the breezes, they don't actually change anything all that much. It only really changes the loot. And basically, the big change you want to know is that when you defeat one of these, you have a 30% chance of getting the ominous keys. Oh my gosh, they're so loud. Please shut up. And with the ominous key, you can open these ominous vaults. They're a little bit hidden around the chambers, so I expect... Whoa, what room is this? Oh, what? That's new. So these ominous vaults can be found around the trial chambers, and these don't change like the trial chambers. The vaults don't change unlike the trial chambers or trial spawners. So like for example, this one they're basically signified by like their little face integrated into the wall. Like you have the red eyes, you have like the eyebrows, I don't know, the mouth. And these are, sorry about that, recording cut off. But anyway, so for ominous trial keys, you gotta find these things, which is the ominous vaults, and these are where you find the heavy cores. So let's see if I get lucky enough to get one. Also the loot has kind of changed. Certain things such as certain batter patterns, certain smithing templates are found in only ominous vaults, while other ones are only found in vaults. So I think this one is only the flow, trim, and banner pattern, and then the vault is the only ones that have bolts and was the other one guster banner patterns and trims. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up because I don't know when it's gonna crash again. For my opinions, I think this update, depending on if this is indeed the last features we ever get for this update, which I highly doubt it. But I think this update is actually really good. Definitely a lot better than last update 1.20, because there was just a lot. They did a lot of things just better in this update than the last one. But anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I post the snapshot videos every week, and that may be gone soon, so I'll eventually start posting the guide for 1.21. So if you want to see that, just hit the like and subscribe button. And without further ado, this is Veil2059 signing out, and I'll see you, hopefully, next week. Bye-bye.